Hello and welcome. I want you to think about a small, simple pleasure. Maybe it's reading a favorite book as the evening light fades, or perhaps it's driving to a friend's house after sunset, feeling confident and safe on the road, or even just recognizing a loved one's face from across a room. These moments are the fabric of our lives. But if you're over 55, you may have noticed subtle changes that threaten to unravel them. Does the text on a restaurant menu seem to blur more than it used to? Do you find yourself squinting at your phone? Do the headlights from oncoming cars at night create a painful starburst glare? You might wake up with that gritty, dry feeling in your eyes, or find that reading for more than a few minutes leaves you with a dull headache. For so long, we've been told that this is all just a normal, unavoidable part of getting older, that a steady decline in our vision is simply our fate. But I'm here today to share a message of hope, one that is grounded in incredible scientific discovery. While it's true our eyes change with age, a rapid loss of clarity and function is not inevitable. Modern research from world-renowned institutions like Harvard Medical School and the US's National Eye Institute is revealing a powerful truth. What we eat has a profound impact on the health of our eyes. You see, our eyes are hungry. They require a constant supply of specific nutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fats to protect themselves from the daily damage caused by sunlight, screen time, and the aging process itself. When we don't get enough of these critical nutrients, our vision can begin to suffer. For years, many have spent a fortune on supplements and treatments, hoping for a miracle cure. But the most powerful tools for protecting your precious eyesight might already be waiting for you in your kitchen. This isn't about a magic pill, it's about a nutritional strategy. It's about understanding how certain foods can provide the building blocks your eyes need to defend and repair themselves, especially while you sleep. In this video, we are going to explore 8 powerful foods that are packed with these vision-protecting nutrients. We'll count them down from great to incredible, and we won't just tell you what to eat. We'll dive into the fascinating science behind why they work, explaining in simple terms how compounds like lutein, zeaxanthin, and omega-3s act as your internal bodyguards, protecting the delicate cells in your retina. We'll also share practical, delicious ways to prepare these foods to unlock their maximum benefits, inspired by the healthiest diets from around the world, like the Mediterranean and Okinawan lifestyles, and the #1 food on our list. It's backed by research showing it can dramatically improve blood flow to the retina, essentially feeding your eyes the oxygen and nutrients they crave. This is knowledge that empowers you to take an active role in your health, to move from a place of fear about the future to a place of confidence. Before we begin our countdown, I'd love to connect with you. Please take a moment to share in the comments below. What's the biggest challenge you're currently facing with your vision? Is it night driving? Reading small print? We read every comment and want to build a supportive community here. Now, let's begin with our first food on the list, a humble vegetable that many of us overlook. Number 8, sweet potatoes. Let's start with a familiar, comforting food, the sweet potato. This vibrant orange root vegetable is more than just a delicious side dish. It's a powerhouse of a specific nutrient called beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is what gives sweet potatoes their beautiful color, but its real magic happens after you eat it. Your body is incredibly intelligent. During digestion, it converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, a nutrient that is absolutely essential for good vision. Think of vitamin A as the fuel for your eyes' low-light capabilities. Here's how it works. Inside your retina, you have specialized cells called rod cells. These cells are responsible for your night vision. To function properly, they need to produce a pigment called rhodopsin. And what is the key component of rhodopsin? You guessed it, vitamin A. When your vitamin A levels are low, your eyes struggle to produce enough rhodopsin, leading to difficulty seeing in dim light and a slower adjustment when moving from a bright to a dark room. This is a common complaint as we age, but it's one we can address with nutrition. A single cup of baked sweet potato can contain over 20,000 international units, IUs, of vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, making it one of the richest natural sources available. The American Academy of Ophthalmology confirms that vitamin A is a critical nutrient for preventing the more severe forms of dry eye and playing a role in the overall health of the cornea, the clear outer layer of your eye. Now, to get the most out of this remarkable vegetable, preparation is key. Beta-carotene is a fat-soluble compound. This means your body needs a little bit of fat to absorb it effectively. So, the best way to prepare a sweet potato for your eye health is to bake or steam it with the skin on. The skin is packed with fiber and additional antioxidants. Then add about a teaspoon of a healthy fat, like olive oil, coconut oil, or a small pat of grass-fed butter. This simple step can increase your body's absorption of beta-carotene significantly. Try eating a medium-sized sweet potato with your evening meal, about 90 minutes to 2 hours before you go to bed. This gives your body time to begin the digestive and conversion process, allowing that precious vitamin A to be available for your eyes' nightly repair cycle. One word of caution: while microwaving is convenient, some research from Cornell University has suggested it can degrade some of the beneficial compounds. When you have the time, baking is always the better choice for nutritional value. Number 7. Wild-caught salmon. Next, let's journey from the garden to the cold, clear waters of the ocean. Our number 7 food is wild-caught salmon, a fish celebrated for its rich content of omega-3 fatty acids. You've likely heard about omega-3s for heart and brain health, but they are equally crucial for your eyes. In fact, one specific type of omega-3, called DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, is a primary structural component of your retina. It's literally part of the physical structure of the cells that allow you to see. Over time, these cellular structures can become damaged. During sleep, your body works to repair and rebuild them. Consuming fresh sources of DHA provides the raw materials your body needs for this vital restoration work. A diet lacking in DHA can leave your eyes vulnerable and less able to repair themselves. But DHA's benefits don't stop there. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Many common eye issues, particularly dry eye syndrome, are linked to inflammation. The National Eye Institute highlights studies showing that omega-3s can help reduce the symptoms of dry eye by improving the eye's oil film, which is produced by the meibomian glands in the eyelids. This results in better tear quality and less of that irritating, gritty sensation. What makes wild-caught salmon particularly special is its combination of omega-3s and another powerful antioxidant called astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is the carotenoid that gives salmon its beautiful pinkish-red color. It's a potent antioxidant that is believed to help protect the eyes from light-induced damage and oxidative stress. When choosing your salmon, the distinction between wild-caught and farmed is important. Wild salmon, like Alaskan sockeye or coho, has a significantly higher concentration of both omega-3s and astaxanthin because of its natural diet of krill and algae. For optimal benefits, aim to incorporate a 4-ounce serving of wild-caught salmon into your dinner 2 to 3 times a week. Preparation matters here too. To protect the delicate omega-3 fats, it's best to use gentle cooking methods. Baking or poaching at a lower temperature, around 325 degrees 160 degrees, is ideal. High heat, like frying or grilling at high temps, can damage these healthy fats. A simple squeeze of lemon, some fresh dill, and perhaps a sprinkle of anti-inflammatory turmeric is all you need for a delicious, eye-nourishing meal. Now for our sixth food, we travel to the Himalayan mountains where a small ruby-red berry has been used for centuries in traditional medicine to promote longevity and, specifically, to nourish the eyes. We're talking about goji berries. For thousands of years, practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine have revered these berries as a tonic for vision. Today, modern science is beginning to understand the wisdom behind this ancient practice. Goji berries contain one of the highest concentrations of a specific antioxidant called zeaxanthin found anywhere in the natural world. Now, that might sound like a complicated scientific word, but its function is beautifully simple. Think of zeaxanthin along with its partner nutrient, lutein, as your eye's own internal sunglasses. These two compounds are carotenoids, and they are the only dietary carotenoids that accumulate in the retina, specifically in the macula. The macula is the small central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed, straight-ahead vision, the kind you need for reading, driving, and recognizing faces. This area is incredibly active, and because it's constantly processing light, it's highly susceptible to damage from oxidative stress and high-energy blue light from the sun and our digital screens. Zeaxanthin and lutein embed themselves in the macula, creating a protective layer called the macular pigment. This pigment acts like a filter, absorbing harmful blue light before it can damage the sensitive photoreceptor cells beneath. This isn't just theory, it's supported by extensive research. The landmark age-related eye disease studies, AREDS and AREDS2, sponsored by the US National Eye Institute, were some of the largest studies ever conducted on eye health. They found that a combination of nutrients, including lutein and zeaxanthin, could significantly reduce the risk of progression for intermediate to advanced age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. So how can you incorporate these protective berries into your life? A small handful, about 1 ounce of dried goji berries, is a great daily portion. Because they are dried, they can be a bit tough. A wonderful way to prepare them is to soak them in a little warm water for about 10 minutes. This rehydrates them, making them plump and juicy, and may help make their nutrients easier for your body to absorb. You can then add them to oatmeal, plain Greek yogurt, or even just blend them into a smoothie. One important note: if you are taking blood-thinning medication like warfarin, Coumadin, it's essential to speak with your doctor before adding goji berries to your diet, as they may interact with the medication. This is a great example of how powerful food can be and why it's always wise to keep your doctor informed. Number 5, pasture-raised egg. Yolks. From a rare berry in the mountains, we move to something you likely have in your refrigerator right now: the humble egg. For decades, egg yolks were unfairly demonized because of their cholesterol content. Thankfully, modern nutritional science has set the record straight, and we now understand that for most people, dietary cholesterol has very little impact on blood cholesterol. In fact, the yolk is the most nutritious part of the egg, and for our eyes, it's pure gold. Egg yolks contain a powerful 1-2 punch of those very same vision protectors we just discussed, lutein and zeaxanthin. But here's what makes egg yolks a superstar for eye health: bioavailability. While leafy greens like spinach and kale contain more lutein and zeaxanthin by weight, the carotenoids in egg yolks are in a form that is far easier for our bodies to absorb. Why? Because the yolk also contains healthy fats and phospholipids. These fats act as a perfect delivery vehicle, helping to transport the lutein and zeaxanthin across your intestinal wall and into your bloodstream, so they can make their way to your eyes. One study found that the absorption of lutein from eggs was several times higher than from a supplement or spinach. The American Macular Degeneration Foundation emphasizes the importance of a diet rich in these nutrients for maintaining the density of our macular pigment. Think of it like maintaining the tread on a tire. A thick, dense macular pigment provides better protection for the road ahead. To get the most benefit, the type of egg you choose matters. Opt for pasture-raised or omega-3 enriched eggs when you can. Eggs from chickens that have been allowed to roam and eat their natural diet of greens, bugs and seeds have yolks that are a deeper, more vibrant orange. That rich color is a visual cue that they contain higher levels of carotenoids as well as more vitamin A and omega-3s than eggs from conventionally raised chickens. How you cook your eggs also plays a role. Lutein and zeaxanthin can be damaged by very high heat and prolonged cooking times. The best methods are those that keep the yolk slightly soft. A gentle scramble over low heat, a soft-boiled egg, or a poached egg are all excellent choices that preserve these delicate nutrients. A hard-fried egg or a rubbery, overcooked scramble won't offer the same level of benefit. Enjoying 2 of these nutrient-dense eggs for breakfast or as part of a light evening meal is a simple, effective and delicious strategy for nourishing your eyes. Number 4. Bilberries. Our number 4 food has a history that sounds like something out of a storybook. During World War II, British Royal Air Force pilots were said to have eaten bilberry jam before night missions to improve their vision in the dark. While this specific story may be more folklore than fact, it sparked decades of scientific interest in this small, dark European berry. Bilberries are a close cousin to the North American blueberry, but they are smaller, darker, and packed with an incredibly high concentration of powerful plant compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give bilberries their deep, almost black-purple color. These anthocyanins are remarkable for a few key reasons. First, they are powerful antioxidants that are particularly good at protecting the tiny, delicate blood vessels throughout our bodies, including those in our eyes. They help strengthen the walls of these capillaries, improving blood flow and flexibility. Better circulation to the retina means a more consistent delivery of oxygen and nutrients and a more efficient removal of waste products. This can help reduce the feeling of eye fatigue and strain, a common complaint in our modern world of endless screen time. Second, just like vitamin A, anthocyanins appear to play a role in regenerating rhodopsin, that crucial pigment in our rod cells needed for adapting to darkness. This is the scientific kernel of truth in those old pilot stories. By supporting rhodopsin production, bilberries can help our eyes adjust more quickly when moving from light to dark environments. While fresh bilberries can be difficult to find in the United States, their benefits are well researched, particularly in Europe. Many studies have focused on using a standardized bilberry extract. If you're interested in this route, look for a high-quality supplement that is standardized to contain 25% anthocyanosides. This ensures you're getting a consistent, therapeutic dose of the active compounds. And don't forget their more accessible cousin, the wild blueberry. While not as concentrated as bilberries, wild blueberries are also rich in anthocyanins and offer similar protective benefits. Adding a cup of frozen wild blueberries to your morning smoothie or oatmeal is a fantastic and easy way to support the microcirculation within your precious eyes. We're now entering our top 3, and these foods are truly remarkable in their targeted support for our eyes. Coming in at number 3 is a berry that isn't as common in American supermarkets but is a nutritional superstar. Black currants, and these small dark berries have a tart, intense flavor and an even more intense nutritional profile. First, they are an absolute powerhouse of vitamin C. In fact, black currants contain about 4 times the vitamin C of oranges by weight. Why is this important for your eyes? Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant that is found in high concentrations in the aqueous humor, the fluid inside your eyeball. It helps protect the lens of the eye from oxidative damage, which is a key factor in the development of cataracts. The Mayo Clinic highlights vitamin C as one of the essential nutrients for slowing the progression of age-related eye diseases, but the truly unique weapon in the blackcurrant's arsenal is a rare omega-6 fatty acid called gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA. While we often hear about the anti-inflammatory power of omega-3s, certain omega-6s, like GLA, also play a vital role in calming inflammation. Once you consume it, your body converts GLA into a powerful anti-inflammatory compound. This is particularly beneficial for conditions like dry eye, where inflammation is a primary driver of discomfort. A study published in the Journal of Ophthalmology found that supplementation with blackcurrant seed oil significantly improved symptoms of dry eye, reducing both inflammation and the sensation of grittiness. The combination of high-potency vitamin C, inflammation-fighting GLA, and the same beneficial anthocyanins we saw in bilberries makes blackcurrants a triple threat for protecting your vision. Fresh blackcurrants can be tart on their own, but they are wonderful mixed into plain yogurt, blended into smoothies, or gently cooked down into a sauce or jam with minimal sugar to top your morning oatmeal. If fresh berries are unavailable, blackcurrant seed oil capsules are an excellent alternative for getting a concentrated dose of that beneficial GLA. As always, if you're considering a new supplement, it's a good idea to chat with your healthcare provider first. Number 2. Saffron. Our number 2 food is one of the most precious and revered spices in the world, worth more per ounce than gold. We're talking about saffron. These delicate, deep red threads are the dried stigma of the crocus flower, and for centuries they've been used in cooking for their unique flavor and brilliant golden color. But groundbreaking research, particularly from scientists in Italy, is revealing its astonishing potential to protect and even help restore vision. Saffron contains 2 unique and powerful antioxidant compounds, crocin and crocatin. What makes these compounds so special is their ability to cross the blood-retinal barrier, a protective membrane that controls what substances can reach the delicate tissues at the back of your eye. Once they reach the retina, crocatin and crocatin appear to have a profound protective effect on the photoreceptor cells, the rods and cones that are responsible for converting light into the electrical signals your brain interprets as vision. As we age, these cells become more vulnerable to damage. Saffron seems to increase the resilience of these cells, making them stronger and better able to withstand oxidative stress. The most exciting research has come from studies involving patients with age-related macular degeneration, AMD. A landmark clinical trial published in the Journal of Translational Medicine showed that patients with early-stage AMD who took a daily saffron supplement of just 20 milligrams showed significant improvements in their retinal function and visual acuity after only 3 months. Incredibly, the researchers found that these benefits were not temporary, they were sustained and even improved over the course of the study. It's as if saffron was switching on the cell's own self-defense and repair mechanisms. This research suggests that saffron doesn't just slow down the damage, it may help make the photoreceptor cells healthier and function better. This is a paradigm shift in how we think about nutritional intervention for eye disease. To harness these benefits, you don't need much. Just 15 to 20 high-quality saffron threads per day is the amount used in these studies. The best way to unlock its compounds is to steep it. Here's a simple, elegant way to do it. Take about 15 threads and steep them in a small cup of warm milk or a non-dairy alternative like almond or cashew milk for about 15 minutes. The temperature should be warm, not boiling, as extreme heat can damage the delicate compounds. The fats in the milk help your body absorb the crocin and quercetin more effectively. Drinking this golden elixir an hour before bed can be a calming ritual that delivers these powerful, vision-protecting nutrients while you sleep. Number 1, raw cacao. And now we've arrived at our number 1 most powerful food for protecting your vision as you age. It may surprise you because we often associate it with dessert and indulgence, but we're not talking about a sugary milk chocolate bar. We are talking about raw cacao. Raw cacao is the pure, unroasted, and unprocessed form of chocolate. It is one of the most antioxidant-rich foods on the planet, packed with a class of flavonoids called flavonols. One specific flavanol, epicatechin, is the source of its incredible power. Research, including studies from Harvard Medical School, has shown that the flavonols in dark chocolate and cacao can have a remarkable effect on our circulatory system. They stimulate the lining of our arteries, the endothelium, to produce a gas called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide's job is to send signals to the tiny muscles in your artery walls, telling them to relax. This relaxation causes the blood vessels to widen or dilate, which dramatically improves blood flow and lowers blood pressure. Now imagine this effect happening in the microscopic blood vessels that feed your retina. This is exactly what researchers have observed. A study from the University of Reading in the UK found that consuming cacao rich in flavonols significantly increased retinal blood flow. This is fundamentally important. Better blood flow means a greater delivery of oxygen and all the other vital nutrients we've been discussing directly to your hard-working photoreceptor cells. It's like upgrading a tiny garden hose to a fire hose, ensuring your retina is fully nourished and able to clear away metabolic waste more efficiently. Some research even suggests that these compounds can improve visual processing speed and contrast sensitivity, meaning you may be able to see more clearly in different lighting conditions. This isn't about reversing blindness, it's about optimizing the function of the visual system you have. To get these benefits, the type of chocolate is absolutely critical. You must choose raw cacao powder or a very dark chocolate with at least 70 to 85% cacao content. Dutch processed cocoa or milk chocolate will not work. The alkalization process used to make Dutch cocoa destroys most of the beneficial flavonols. A simple and powerful way to incorporate this is to make a warm cacao elixir before bed. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw organic cacao powder into a cup of warm, not boiling, unsweetened cashew or almond milk. The key is gentle heat. Adding a pinch of cinnamon can help stabilize blood sugar, and a small amount of a healthy fat like a teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil can help with absorption and create a feeling of satiety. Drinking this comforting beverage about an hour before sleep can help enhance blood flow to your eyes during their critical nighttime repair cycle. Recap and reflection. So there you have it. 8 powerful, delicious, and science-backed foods to nourish your vision from the inside out. From the beta-carotene in sweet potatoes to the omega-3s in salmon, the zeaxanthin in goji berries and egg yolks, the anthocyanins in bilberries and black currants, the unique crotin in saffron, and finally, the circulation-boosting flavonols in raw cacao. You don't have to incorporate all of them overnight. Start with 1 or 2 that appeal to you the most. Perhaps begin by making that warm cacao elixir your new evening ritual, or committing to having wild salmon twice a week. Remember, you can't stop the clock on aging, but you absolutely have the power to influence how you age. By making conscious, informed choices about what you put on your plate, you are giving your body and your precious eyes the tools they need to stay healthy, vibrant, and clear for years to come. Your vision is your window to the world. Protecting it is one of the greatest gifts you can give to your future self. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you most excited to try? Do you have your own favorite eye-healthy recipe? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. If you found this information helpful and empowering, please consider subscribing to our channel for more trusted, science-backed health insights for your best life after 55. Thank you for joining me today,